Welcome to our channel, Buddha with Us. Whether you're a seasoned practitioner or simply curious, this guide is for you. Stay tuned to discover how to bring clarity, calm, and purpose into your everyday life. Let's dive into the Eightfold Path of Buddhism and unlock the secrets to true inner peace. What is the Noble Eightfold Path? So what exactly is the famous Noble Eightfold Path? And why is it called that the Eightfold Path is Buddha's guide to living a life that's balanced, ethical, and deeply fulfilling? It's called Eightfold because it consists of 8 interconnected practices or steps. These aren't meant to be followed in a strict sequence, but rather practiced together as a whole. Like the different parts of a well-oiled machine working in harmony, think of the Eightfold Path as a recipe for a peaceful and purposeful life. Just as a recipe needs all its ingredients to create a delicious dish, the Eightfold Path requires all 8 practices to create a harmonious and balanced life. These 8 practices are divided into 3 main areas: wisdom, panna, ethical conduct, sila, and mental discipline. Samadhi. Each area contributes to the whole, ensuring that you approach life with clarity, integrity, and focus. Imagine you're building a house. The Eightfold Path provides the blueprint. The 8 practices are like the different tools you need, each one essential to creating a sturdy and lasting structure. Skipping any of these tools would weaken the house, just as neglecting any part of the Eightfold Path can disrupt the balance in your life. The beauty of the Eightfold Path is that it's not a rigid set of rules. It's a flexible guide that adapts to your life. Whether you're facing stress at work, challenges in relationships, or simply looking for more meaning, these teachings can help you find your way as we explore each part of this path. You'll see how they all come together to form a complete approach to living well. Wisdom, seeing and thinking clearly. Let's explore the first area of the path. Wisdom. This is all about gaining a clear understanding of life and setting intentions that align with your true self. Wisdom includes 2 key steps: right view and right intention. These are like the lenses through which you see the world and the goals you set based on what you see. Right view, sama. Right view, sama ditthi. Right view is the ability to see things as they truly are, not as you wish them to be. It's about recognizing the impermanent nature of life, understanding that suffering is a part of existence, and acknowledging that your actions have real consequences. This step encourages you to remove the blinders and see the world with clarity and compassion. Let me share a story. There was once a man who was constantly angry and dissatisfied with his life. He blamed everyone else for his misfortunes, never realizing that his own distorted view of the world was the root of his suffering. One day he met a wise monk who told him to imagine his anger and frustration as a thick fog around him. The monk then asked, "Can you see through the fog?" The man shook his head. The monk smiled and said, "When you recognize the fog, you can start to clear it." The man began practicing right view, and over time he saw his life with more clarity and less anger. Spend a few minutes each day reflecting on how you perceive the world. Are you seeing things as they are, or through the fog of your emotions and preconceived notions? Simply recognizing your biases is the first step to clearing them. Right intention, sammasankappa. Once you have the right view, the next step is right intention. This is about setting your mind on thoughts and goals that lead to positive outcomes, both for yourself and others. It's like planting seeds in a garden. The intentions you set are the seeds that grow into your actions. When I was a young monk, I too was tempted by the distractions of the world, by the desire for comfort, recognition, and material things. But as I walked further along the path, I began to understand that these desires only led to more craving and discontent. True peace came when I shifted my focus to simpler, more wholesome intentions, like being kind to others, letting go of anger, and seeking contentment within it. Wasn't always easy, but it brought a deep and lasting peace that no worldly success ever could. Each morning, take a moment to set a positive intention for the day. It could be something simple, like, "I will listen more than I speak today," or "I will practice patience." Write it down and revisit it throughout the day. You'll be amazed at how this small act can guide your actions and keep you focused on what truly matters. Ethical conduct, living with kindness and integrity. Now that we've set our intentions, let's talk about how we act on them. This brings us to the ethical conduct category of the Eightfold Path, which includes right speech, right action, and right livelihood. These steps are your guide to living in a way that's not just good for you, but also good for the people around you. Right speech, samavaka. Right speech is about communicating in a way that is truthful, kind, and constructive. Words have immense power. They can heal or hurt, build up, or tear down. Buddha understood this, and that's why right speech is such an important part of the path. Have you ever said something in anger that you later regretted? I think we all have. Right speech encourages us to pause before we speak, to consider whether our words are true, kind, and necessary. Imagine how different our relationships would be if we all practiced this. Here's a challenge for one day. Commit to speaking only words that are kind, true, and necessary. Notice how this changes your interactions with others and even how you feel about yourself. This simple practice can have a profound impact on your relationship. Right action, samakamanta. Right action involves making choices that are ethical and beneficial. It's about doing what's right, not just when it's easy, but especially when it's hard. This includes refraining from harmful behaviors and actively choosing actions that contribute to the well-being of others. Think about someone who stands up for what's right, even when it's difficult. Maybe it's someone who volunteers their time to help others, or a person who chooses honesty over convenience. These are examples of right action in practice. It's not about being perfect. It's about striving to make choices that align with your values at the end of each day. Take a moment to reflect on your actions. Did they align with your values? If not, think about what you could do differently tomorrow. This daily reflection helps you stay true to yourself and your ethical mental discipline standards. Right livelihood, samajiva. Right livelihood means earning a living in a way that does not harm others and is aligned with your ethical values. It's about finding work that not only supports you financially, but also brings you a sense of purpose and satisfaction in today's world. It's easy to get caught up in the grind, working long hours in jobs that don't fulfill us. But right livelihood reminds us that our work should not only provide for us, but also contribute positively to the world. Whether you're a teacher, a doctor, or an artist, the key is to find meaning in what you do and ensure that it aligns with your values. Take a closer look at your work. Does it make you feel good about how you're contributing to the world? If not, think about small changes you can make to align your work with your values. Sometimes even a small shift in perspective can lead to greater fulfillment. Mental discipline, samadhi, mastering your mind. And now we come to perhaps the most transformative part of the Eightfold Path, mental discipline. This is where you train your mind to be focused and at peace, no matter what life throws at you. It includes right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. These practices help you build a resilient, calm mind that can handle life's challenges with grace. Right effort, sama vayama. Right effort is all about putting in the work to cultivate positive states of mind while preventing negative ones from taking root. It's like being a gardener of your own mind, planting the seeds of positivity and weeding out negativity before it can spread. When I was a novice, I learned that the mind is like a garden. If you neglect it, weeds of negativity such as anger, greed, and jealousy can take over. But with gentle, consistent effort, you can cultivate a garden filled with positive thoughts, kindness, and compassion. It's not easy and it requires daily attention, but the rewards are worth it. A mind well tended is a mind at peace. Try this the next time you catch yourself in a negative thought pattern. Pause, take a deep breath, and consciously choose to shift your focus to something positive. It might be something simple like the feeling of the sun on your face or the sound of your favorite song. This small shift can have a big impact on your mental state. Right mindfulness, samasati. Right mindfulness is about being fully present in the moment, aware of your thoughts, feelings, and surrounding without getting lost in them. It's like tuning into the here and now where life is actually happening. There's a story of a man who was constantly worried about the future, always planning and stressing about what was to come. One day, a wise friend told him, "You're missing your life because you're not living in the present." The man started practicing mindfulness, focusing on the present moment, and found that many of his worries melted away by being fully present. He discovered a new sense of peace and joy in everyday activities. Next time you're doing something routine, like eating, walking, or even just sitting, try to fully immerse yourself in the experience. Notice the details, the taste of your food, the sensation of your feet on the ground, the sounds around you. This simple act of mindfulness can turn ordinary moments into extraordinary. Right concentration, Sama Samadhi. Right concentration is the practice of focusing your mind, usually through meditation, to achieve deeper states of calm and clarity. It's about training your mind to stay focused on one thing, leading to a state of deep peace. Let's do a quick exercise together. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in and out. Now focus on your breath. Just notice the sensation of the air moving in and out of your body. If your mind starts to wander, gently bring it back to your breath. Stay with this for a few moments now. Slowly open your eyes. How do you feel? Even a few minutes of this practice can bring a sense of calm. And clarity concentration doesn't have to be complicated. It's simply about making space in your day. Even if it's just for a few minutes to focus your mind over time, this practice can help you develop a deep sense of inner peace that carries you through even the toughest of times. Integrating the Eightfold Path into your life. So how do you bring all these teachings into your everyday life? The key is to start small and be consistent. Remember, the Noble Eightfold Path isn't about perfection. It's about progress. By taking small steps each day, you can start to see big changes over time. Step 1. Daily reflection. Begin or end your day with a quick reflection on how you lived according to the Eightfold Path. Did you practice mindfulness? Did your actions align with your intentions? This doesn't have to be a long process, just a few minutes to check in with yourself over time. This practice will help you stay grounded and aware of your growth. Step 2, focus on 1 or 2 practices. Don't overwhelm yourself by trying to master everything at once. Pick 1 or 2 steps from the Eightfold Path that resonate with you the most. Maybe right speech or mindfulness, and focus on those until they become a natural part of your life. Once you've integrated those, move on to the next steps. Step 3, seek support and community. You don't have to walk this path alone. Join a community, whether it's online or in person, that shares your interest in mindfulness and personal growth. Sharing your journey with others can provide support, inspiration, and motivation. Plus, it's always nice to have people to share your successes and challenges. With the Noble Eightfold Path isn't just a set of ancient teachings. It's a living, breathing guide that can transform your life by following this path. Even for just 7 days, you'll start to see changes in your mindset, your actions, and your overall sense of well-being. So why not take the first step today? Thanks for watching Buddha with us. Like, share, and subscribe for more wisdom and insights on the journey to inner peace and enlightenment.